On the precipice of despair, the world stands on the brink of chaos. The echoes of the Great War linger, but hope fades swiftly into shadows. The 1930s unfold, a time brimming with anger and fear. In the aftermath of the First World War, Germany emerges battered and broken. The victors, Britain, France, and their allies, impose crippling reparations. A nation that once stood proud now grapples with humiliation and suffering. Jobs vanish, families go hungry, and in this crucible of desperation, a sinister figure rises. Adolf Hitler, a master of manipulation, promises a return to glory, preying upon the wounded souls of his countrymen. In 1933, Hitler seizes power, captivating the masses with his fervent speeches. He paints a grim picture of a world conspiring against Germany, igniting hatred toward Jews and foreign nations. His rhetoric feeds the fire of resentment, leading to a swift consolidation of control over the military, police, and media. His ambition knows no bounds. He dreams of a vast German empire, a Lebensraum, a living space to expand his nation's reach. The world watches as he annexes Austria in 1938, then claims parts of Czechoslovakia, all while Britain and France cling to the hope that appeasement might quell his aggression. But this illusion shatters on September 1, 1939, when German forces invade Poland, forcing Britain and France into a reluctant declaration of war. Thus, the grim chapter of World War II begins. As the war erupts, the globe divides sharply into two factions. On one side stands the Allies, Britain, France, the Soviet Union, and the United States, united against the tyranny of Hitler. Opposing them are the Axis powers, Germany, Italy, and Japan, bound by a pact of mutual support. At first, Hitler's might seems insurmountable. In just 6 weeks, his forces conquer France, stunning the world with their ferocity. Yet, as the tide of war turns, Hitler makes a critical misstep. In June 1941, he invades the Soviet Union, opening a vast front that stretches his resources thin. The Soviet Union, with its immense territory and armies, becomes a formidable adversary, challenging the very foundation of Hitler's ambition. Amidst the chaos of war, a darker narrative unfolds, not defined by battlefields but by the horrors of human cruelty. The Holocaust rears its devastating head, a systematic extermination orchestrated by the Nazi regime. Jews, labeled as enemies of the state, face an unrelenting tide of oppressive laws. Jobs are stripped away, homes are seized, and families are torn apart. Concentration camps rise, grim monuments to suffering where millions endure unimaginable brutality. The numbers are staggering. By war's end, around 6 million Jews will perish, a haunting legacy that the world struggles to comprehend. This atrocity marks one of the darkest epochs in human history, a chilling reminder of the depths to which... As the war rages on, the world grapples with the consequences of hatred and division. Each battle, each lost life, becomes a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, yet also a reflection of its darkest impulses. The ramifications of the Holocaust and the conflict stretch far beyond the battle lines, leaving scars that will shape nations for generations to come. The lessons of this monumental struggle remain etched in history, urging future generations to remember the past and strive for a world where compassion triumphs over hatred. The word Holocaust signifies great destruction by fire, a term etched in the collective memory of humanity. It serves as a stark reminder of the harrowing consequences of unchecked hate, the perils of blind allegiance to dangerous leaders, and the haunting silence of the world in the face of evil. As the flames engulfed Europe, another fierce battle raged far from its shores. In the vast expanse of Asia and the Pacific, Japan and Axis power forged an empire, subjugating vast swathes of China and Southeast Asia. The United States, however, remained on the sidelines, observing the unfolding chaos. But on a fateful Sunday morning, December 7, 1941, everything changed. Japan unleashed a sudden and devastating attack on Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. As dawn broke, American soldiers and sailors stirred awake, oblivious to the impending doom. In a chilling flurry, hundreds of Japanese planes descended from the sky, raining bombs upon the unsuspecting naval base. The onslaught lasted less than 2 hours, yet it resulted in the destruction of numerous ships and planes, claiming over 2,400 American lives. The world was shaken. The next day, President Franklin Roosevelt declared it a date which will live in infamy, a day forever stained with shame. America declared war on Japan, irrevocably entangling itself in the global conflict. By 1944 and 1945, the tides of war shifted. The Allies began to gain ground. On June 6, 1944, a day immortalized as D-Day, Allied forces stormed the beaches of Normandy in France. This monumental operation marked the largest military engagement in history. Thousands of soldiers braved the English Channel, facing the fury of enemy fire as they fought for a foothold on the shores. Many valiant lives were lost that day, but it became a pivotal moment. With relentless determination, the Allies pushed Germany back. Simultaneously, the Soviet army advanced from the east, tightening the grip around Hitler's crumbling forces. In April 1945, Allied soldiers marched into Berlin, the heart of Germany. Knowing defeat was imminent, Hitler took his own life on April 30, 1945. Just a week later, on May 8, 1945, Germany surrendered, a moment forever known as V-Day victory. Yet the war in the Pacific was far from over. Japan held steadfast, refusing to yield. Faced with the daunting prospect of a land invasion that could cost millions of lives, American leaders made a heart-wrenching decision. On August 6, 1945, the United States dropped an atomic bomb on Hiroshima, a city that would never be the same. 3 days later, a second bomb fell on Nagasaki. The devastation was staggering. Tens of thousands perished in an instant, while countless others succumbed to radiation and injuries in the aftermath. Finally, on August 15, 1945, Japan surrendered. The formal surrender took place aboard a U.S. Navy ship in Tokyo Bay on September 2, 1945. World War II had drawn to a close. The toll of World War II stands as the deadliest conflict in human history, claiming between 70 and 85 million lives, soldiers and civilians alike. This unfathomable loss ignited a collective resolve to ensure such horrors would never recur. In 1945, global leaders established the United Nations, a platform for nations to engage in dialogue and resolve conflicts peacefully. The Nuremberg trials followed, where Nazi leaders faced justice for their heinous acts. For the first time, the world recognized that some actions transcend borders and governance, deemed crimes against humanity. The war reshaped the world's map, dismantling old empires and birthing new nations. The United States and the Soviet Union emerged as superpowers, ushering in the Cold War era. Yet the most crucial lesson endures. Hate and silence can breed unimaginable evil. Ordinary individuals wield the power to alter the course of history, for better or worse. The brave soldiers, resilient survivors, and the countless lives lost must never fade from memory. To forget history is the journey continues as knowledge flows, inviting all to explore. Every story unfolds, each lesson learned a step deeper into wisdom. In the shadows of uncertainty, curiosity lights the path ahead. Embrace the adventure, for every ending births a new beginning.